found in the kitchen. Hope you enjoy.
Welcome to Biology's Kitchen.
In this experiment today, we are going to show you how to test the presence of nutrients.
So in this experiment, we're going to test 4 nutrients. The first one is reducing sugar, second starch, third protein, and the last one is fat.
The title of this experiment is Testing Nutrients. Our aim is to test different solutions for the presence of nutrients.
But before we begin our experiment, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Reinhard.
My name is Jonathan.
My name is Salas.
And my name is Andrew.
And the apparatus and materials that is needed for these experiments are a beaker, wire gauge, tripod, alcohol lamp, matches, test tube holder, test tube rack, test tubes, glass rod, measuring cylinders, burette, iodine, Benedict, alcohol, marker, strainer, potato chips, potato, petri dishes, white tile, glucose 5%, egg whites, vegetable oil, peanuts, and mortar and pestle.
To test the presence of reducing sugar, we're going to do the Benedict test using the Benedict solution. So the first step is pour glucose, 5% glucose into the measuring cylinder only for 5 milliliters. And what is glucose? As we know, glucose is reducing sugar, so it will react with the Benedict solution. Then pour it into test tube A. Then we need to add Benedict solution into the test tube. So as you can see, the original color of the Benedict solution is blue. If it reacts with reducing sugar, it will turn into orange. And we're going to pour 5 milliliters too. Like that. And pour it to test tube A. For the controller or the comparison, we will going to use water. Why water? Because water doesn't contain any reducing sugar at all, so it won't react with the Benedict solution. So remember to use a new measuring cylinder, because if you use the old one, there will be some reducing sugar, so it won't be accurate. Pour 5 milliliters of water too. Then pour it into test tube B. Then add 5 milliliters of Benedict. Then pour it into test tube B2. To start the reaction, we need to boil water first and dip test tube into the water. So first we need 200 milliliters of water. First. Then light up the alcohol lamp using a match. Remember guys, to wait until the water boils to start this reaction. Then after water boils, dip test tube A, which contains the glucose, and test tube B, which contains water. So guys, remember to wait from 2 until 3 minutes for this reaction to happen. Boiling the solution for a couple of minutes. As you can see, a reaction happened. In test tube A, which contains the glucose, the color changed into orange red because the basic solution reacted with glucose. While in test tube B, where it contains water, it doesn't change at all. It remains blue because the Benedict solution didn't react with the water, because the water doesn't contain reducing sugar. So in this experiment, we can conclude that the Benedict test is an effective way to test the presence of reducing sugar in a solution.
In this experiment, we're going to use iodine. So now I will show you what the iodine looks like. So the iodine, it looks like caramel brown. And then if we're going to add more water inside, it will remain the same. As you can see, it still remains the caramel brown. So if we add an iodine into a food that contains starch, it will turn into blue back. Now I will show you if this potato is really contain starch. Now, as you can see, both potatoes are positive. The natural potatoes and even the processed potatoes turn into blue black. It means that both of the potatoes contain starch.
To test the presence of protein, we have to use the Buret test, which needs the Buret solution and the albumin, which is the white of the egg. First, we add the albumin. We need 5 ml of albumin. We add this 5 ml to the test tube. But first, before we add the water to the B test tube, let's clean the measuring cylinder first. I'm back. Finished cleaning the measuring cylinder. We need to clean the measuring cylinder because we don't want any leftover albumin, because that can interfere with the experiment. And then let's continue our experiment. We add 5 milliliters to the measuring cylinder. And then we add that 5 milliliters of water to the test tube. After that's done, we have the Buret solution here to test for the protein. This Buret solution has a color of blue, but if the substance in test tube A and test tube B has been detected to have protein inside of them, this Buret solution will turn into purple. As you can see, this is the Buret solution. We have to add this Buret solution to the test tube A. But before we add this Buret solution to the test tube A, we need to measure first in the measuring cylinder. And then after that, we add it to the test tube A. And then we add another 5 ml of Buret solution to the container. We measure the Buret solution. Then we add the Buret solution to the control. Then, after we're done adding the Buret solution, we should shake these test tubes. As the experiment shows, we can conclude that Bure is an effective way to test the presence of protein.
Investigation, we are going to test for the presence of fats using the alcohol emulsion test. For this investigation, we are going to need some oil, peanuts, and water as our control. Now we are going to test the presence of fats in the oil. First, you have to put oil into a clean test tube. Second, you're gonna have to put 5 milliliter of alcohol into the test tube, measuring it with the cylinder. And finally, you just shake it until the result has a white cloudy suspension, which proves that the oil has presence of fats in it. Next, we're going to test to make sure that the emulsion test only works if there is a presence of fat. So we're going to use water as the control for this investigation. So first, pour some water to the test tube. Second, pour 5 milliliters of alcohol into the test tube. Next, you shake it thoroughly. And as you can see, there is no white and cloudy suspension formed since there is no presence of fat. Next, we're going to test the presence of fat using other than oil, such as peanuts. So first, you have to get put some peanuts to the mortar. Second, you grind them. After the grinding peanuts into a powder, put it in a single test tube. Then pour 5 milliliter of alcohol into the test tube as well. And finally, just shake it. After shaking this thoroughly, get another test tube and add a few water of it. Next, filter the solution you have just mixed just now and pour it into the test tube with water. And shake it thoroughly. As you can see, there is a cloudy white suspension, which means there is a presence of fat. In conclusion, as you can see from the results, we can test the presence of fats using the alcohol emulsion test.
So here to sum it up, I will end this experiment. This is the Benedict test, this is the Bure test, this is the iodine test, and this is the alcohol test. The result of the Benedict test is that it is in orange red, the Bure test purple, the iodine blue black, and the alcohol a cloudy white.
Thank you very much for watching our video.
I hope you guys learned something today. Bon appetit!